Kelly Bear here. Welcome to my channel. As you will see from the title, this is a follow-up video from the one that I posted last week, which was my top 5 decks of 2023. Not realising that 3 Girls 1 Deck had done like a similar like proper tag, or sort of turned it into a tag. I hadn't seen that live, I hadn't watched the playback, and then I think Julie and Peekaboo Rose and Cosmic Creepers Tube did like their own like sort of separate live. I think it was it a live? I don't know. They did a separate video sort of answering that as well, I think, and I haven't seen that either. I've not been watching a huge amount of Tarot Tube. So yeah, I feel like I missed a trick on that one. But I was sort of just following on from the video that I did last year, which was, did I do top 5? Did I do top? I think I did top 10 decks of 2022. I can't remember, because yeah. But so anyway, yes. This is a follow-up. Say it, don't spray it. Oh my goodness. This is going great. Of the Meow Brain. Of the, yeah, this is Oracle decks. I'm on strong painkillers and my brain is all like kablooey, so forgive me. I'm also filming this on a weekday, like a working weekday, as in like a regular Monday to Friday weekday, because when you think about it, all days of the week are weekdays. But you know, if you go, but not on a weekday, but they're all fucking weekdays. Weird, isn't it? What they mean is not on a weekend, but the weekend is part of the week, hence why it's got the word week in it, because it's a day of the week. Anyway, this is going off on one already. 11:11. I just looked at the time. Anyway, again, side quests. This video should be titled, Can Kelly Stay the Fuck on Topic, for an entire video? Clearly not, because we are like 2 minutes in and I've already been sidetracked my own brain multiple times. Anyway, so yeah, this is Oracle decks. I don't know if I'll do Lenormand, because I've been on more of a Lenormand tick as well. Tip the last few months. But I've only been using 3 decks mostly, and that is the Lilac Lenormand, which kicked me like back into like wanting to use it a bit more. Lenormand, I mean, the system. The Brown Witch Lenny by Auntie K, which the Kickstarter is coming next month, I believe, but don't quote me on that, which I have been playing around with. I got an advanced copy, which, because Auntie K was originally, Crystal was originally going to do a launch it this year. And I thought, well, rather than just do an unboxing, I can have a play around, work with the deck, and then I'm hoping to do a walkthrough of my thoughts and impressions, but not a more like a review of the deck, if that makes sense, next year, in the new year, to sort of co-in-line with the Kickstarter, and the Shadowland Lenormand, because I was really enjoying that with my Shadowland Tarot, which I've been using a lot. So those are the 3. So there you go. You've got the Lenormand, my top 3 Lenormand for 2023 in here as well as a bonus. Should have done that at the end, but never mind. Always doing things arse about face. So this is going to be in no particular order, because honestly, I genuinely can't remember what order I used a lot of these in, and actually a lot of these were used over and over again. I could have, see, this is the thing, right? I think I have about 15 Oracle decks as opposed to about 150 tarot decks. So can you see, pairing up decks is really tricky for me, because I only have a finite number, well, I have a finite number of tarot as well, but I have such a smaller amount of Oracle that I don't have that many to like pair up. So they actually, by virtue of me not having as many, they get used a lot more throughout the year, just over and over again. There were others that I could have included, but it didn't go to 10, it went to like 8, and I was like, I don't like 8, the top 8. We don't like those kind of numbers, do we? We're like top 3s, top 5s, top 10s, that kind of thing. Sometimes a top 13, because 13 is, that sort of spicy little number there, the little witch's number. But so I decided to stick to 5, and these are the ones that I did pull over and over again. I guess I did pull the animal spirits, the wild unknown animal spirits, quite a bit, the little one in the tin that I have. But I think I just wanted to talk about other decks. So let's see. Let's talk about one. Okay, let's kind of do them in order. This, I believe, was a gift from my friend Simon over the Hermit's Cave, I believe. Or am I getting mixed up with the other Laura Tempest Sackcroft deck that he definitely did get me, which was the Liminal Spirits Oracle? Or did my mum get me this? Again, my memory is really, really bad. My memory box is trashed. And I really genuinely actually do struggle to remember things. I've always had, the last few years I have had issues with memory, but it's definitely gotten worse. So it's been interesting trying to cope with that, because even the tools that I usually use to aid me with memory, my aid memoirs and things like that, some of my tools are not really working anymore. So anyway, so this Anatomy of a Witch, this popped up quite a bit on my YouTube feed, my YouTube channel, my Instagram feed. Really, really love this. I really love Laura Tempest Sackcroft's decks. I have 2 of them. I don't know if she has another one coming out. I really love her Sigil Witchery book. I still haven't read the books that accompany her oracles, because both of these oracle decks that were released sort of are tied to books that she had written previously. I would like to eventually get around to reading them. I was going to do that this year, but you know, when you have about 500 books on your to-read list, it's kind of difficult, right? And like not enough funds, time or brain space or concentration to read. It's really tricky. Never mind. Anyway, I'm meant to be talking about this deck. So it has that sort of glossy cardstock, which I'm not massively a fan of. Who publishes this thing? But I think it's Llewellyn. Llewellyn posts it, publishes it. Words are hard sometimes, but I really, really love this. And don't get me wrong, I do love the Liminal Spirits Oracle, but I really have to be, I find I have to really be wanting to use the Liminal Spirits Oracle for like a particular thing, particular reason, particular kind of situation, I've found. Whereas this one works just generally as an overall it's just you know, as an overall sort of oracle deck, and it pairs really nicely. It goes really well with a lot of decks that I have, like tarot decks. The artwork lends itself quite nicely. I have another one on this list that is a really good deck for pairing with others. It's quite versatile in that sense, and so not only do I rather love the artwork and all of the different sort of, you know, we've got Witch's Heart, we have, like the other deck, like the Liminal Spirits, it's divided into different systems, which I really appreciate. And that's why I tend to like oracles that have a structure. Not always, as you'll see from this list, but when an oracle deck has like a thing, like a structure to it, I quite enjoy that, and Laura Tempest Sackcroft's do. So if I show to you here, you have the like, hang on, let me show you. Here we go. So the body of the deck. So you have the witch anatomy. So that's going to be things like the heart and the eyes and hands and stuff like that. The anatomy of the witch. You have the elements. Okay, so you've got, you know, it's self-explanatory, the elements. You have the senses. So obviously the physical manifestations that you, sort of the way that you interact with the world via your physical being. Body being, which I kind of, hang on, let me explain. Body being, and where are you? The moon. So body being is like things that you can do to, like, so here we go, like, can I have words? So here, I'm just gonna like, it's like how your experiences as a human being. So this is a way to, I'll just read them out. So you've got things like commune, you've got create, you've got equinox, you've got festival, you have love, stuff like that, which hang on, can I find I'll find the page where I was before. And then the other sections, where are the other sections? Oh my god, I've lost my page. lost the page. This is going great. Bloody hell. Here we go. Which, sorry, hang on. Body being. I'm getting mixed up with body being. Body being. So like, yeah, I think things like, sorry, I think like dream and death and love and create are the ones that are like, the things that you yeah, I am right, the experiences that you have as a human being. Sorry, I've said festival in there, but festival I think is witch work. It's because I was reading what I was reading what I was seeing whilst I was flipping through the book, and it was throwing me off. Oh no, sorry, festival is lunar and solar events, and I think equinox is lunar and solar events, and then you have witch work, which are things like blessings and rituals and things like that, sort of, yeah, cleansing, like the work you do as a witch. And then you have artifacts, so you'll have things like besom and cauldron and stuff like that. Bell, I think, is one of them. Oh my god, so yeah, I got there in the end. Sorry, I am like, my brain is so scrambled this morning. You know, sometimes you need to take the painkillers for the pain, but sometimes they really do make it difficult to function. I guess it might be marginally entertaining for you folks watching. It'll either be entertaining or really fucking irritating, but I'm guessing if it's irritating you will just click off. Oh, that's a good cup of tea. English breakfast tea, really nice loose leaf English breakfast tea. Yeah, really nice. So anyway, so yeah, this birth I think is part of the sort of the embodiment of a witch, body being, I think if I remember correctly. Witch bones, which is part of like the witch body. Isn't it great? I just love it. We have play, and it's Baba Yaga's house. I mean, hello. So yeah, I found this paired really, really nicely. It was really, I don't know, just something very yummy about this deck. The way that it's structured, the all of the cards that are included, the topics, and then I really like the way that each card has quite a bit of information. So you've got like these 2 pages, you get a full color picture, you get the group that the card belongs to, whether it's like body being, like the part like which body, which work, that kind of thing. You get a description of the card, like of the image and stuff, and then you get things to consider, okay, and then you get keywords, because sometimes you might just want to go with keywords. Oh, there we go. I knew that it was going to go, the doorbell was going to go. I'm back. Yes, it was a parcel for me, an unexpected parcel, from some I can't remember, anyway, as in like from a company that does like gifting stuff, so I'm imagining it's a Christmas present from someone. I haven't opened it, I just wanted to get back to filming this. Anyway, wow. I have a lot of stairs, and this is you can see there's eaves. This is like the attic, it's a dormer. So I have to go down all the steps of a Victorian building to answer the door. Anyway, yes, so I can't remember what I was saying. Oh, that was it, the book. So let's just, I can't remember what picture I was showing you, but I think it was food or nourishment or something. So you get, you get something to consider, you get keywords, that was it, as well as that. And then you get the diagnosis, or not the diagnosis, the prescription, RX, which means prescription, right, from what I remember. So originally I was reading that as reverse. I was like RX, and I was like, oh no, fuck, that's the prescription. When I went back and reread the fucking front of the book, yeah, I was like, yes. So hang on, meow, meow, meow. And you also get some like spreads and stuff. Where are the spreads? There's like a star, sort of pentagram spread there. Oh, is that the only spread? Okay, you get a spread. But you know, don't let that, what's the word, put you off if you're interested in this deck. I've never used that spread actually. So I tend to either pull, when I'm pulling Oracle cards, I tend to pull a card for encouragement and support if I'm doing daily. I might even do that if I'm doing weekly or monthly, to sort of as a message carry me through. Or I might pull, if I'm doing a month ahead reading, I might pull a message of encouragement and support for each week of the month. You know, I've really been enjoying, I saw, who was it? I saw someone was used Oracle in an interesting way, and for the life of me I can't remember who it was, and I was like, well, that's fun. It was a few months ago, and they shuffled the deck. Was it Cosmic Creepers Tube? Was it T, or was it someone else? And they like shuffle an Oracle deck. Who was it? I want to give them credit. Bumholes. Why can't I remember stuff? It wasn't. Oh, and no, it was someone who was it was someone who was responding to my 54321 tag, my 54321 tarot. Someone, you know, when I ask people like spreads and things that people use, and for the life of me I can't remember who it was. If you're watching, let me know who you were, because it's my absolute swamp up here right now. But they would shuffle the deck, and then they pulled 3 cards, and then whatever the cards were that you pulled from the Oracle, you would then pull 3 tarot cards or what have you, and then you are reading the tarot card using the Oracle as guidance of what you're reading about, like a position for a spread. It's almost like using the Oracle card as like a spread machine, which I just thought was like, oh. And so I was doing that a lot during October, because I think that's when I saw the video, around the beginning of October. I love it so much. So here I've pulled I, Renew and Cleanse. So you could say, I pull a tarot card, what do I need to be looking out for example, and then Renew, something that I need to replenish or start over, and then Cleanse, something to you know, clear away. I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, like just fun. So that was 16 minutes and 1 fucking deck. Okay, next one. What one was I pulling quite a bit? Oh, I was playing around a lot with Pathfinder, which I think I got lost. Did I get it last year? I believe I got it last year and used it for a chunk and then didn't. This deck is fun. It is, well, it's a square, but is meant to be read as a diamond. And as you can see here, you've got different shapes. So you have a full moon, and then you have like a dark moon, and then you have 2 sort of crescent moons, one which has got a filled in dot and one which has an empty dot. So you've got like active, passive, positive, negative, which I really like. And then so you get that positionality. So when I shuffle this one, I'm going to hold it up so you can see what is going on. If I touch the, I don't know why, moved the camera by accident or something. So I'll shuffle, and then I'll turn a few, and then shuffle, overhand. I just mostly overhand this one. I have riffle shuffled it, but it's small enough and sort of comfortable enough, and fewer cards than a tarot deck, so I don't mind actually overhanding this one. And so I just keep turning so that you're constantly changing the position. I'm constantly changing. You're not. You're watching this. You know what I mean? So you're constantly changing the positions, the directions of the cards, and then when I pull, I turn it sort of like this, and then I lay them down like this. And this is really fun because you can do all sorts of fun different shapes. I've been playing with this one with the ways to use it. Obviously I don't have a top down thing so you can't see, but what's really interesting is you can really look at what position is at the top if you're doing like a 3 card spread, which I have done as well. But also you could see which ones are connecting together when you do like use them like this. So you've got like a passive with a negative, for example, here. Really interesting. And the artwork, the colours are really rich, jewel tones, and it's, oh sorry, it's by Skull Garden. It's by Andrew Swartz. Andrew or Andy? Oh, I always want to say Andrew, but I think it's Andy Swartz of Skull Garden, because, well, does he say? But yeah, I really like Andy Swartz. I really like his artwork. I think I have every single one of his decks now, because people, Remco very kindly gifted me the both the standard and the mini Lenormand. The Seeker's Lenormand and the Earthbound Oracle and the Wooden Tarot, along with some books, because wow, that was a couple of years ago, maybe about 3 years ago, maybe 4, no, was it 2020? I think it was the beginning of 2020. Wow, the before times. And then I bought this one last year, and so I have the full set. But yeah, it's just, and also this is another one of those decks that pairs really nicely with a lot of my tarot. So that was another reason I was pulling it, because you know I know I don't have to have decks match, but I'm very visually orientated, and so things being aesthetically, and they don't have to be the same kind of artwork, but something has to flow, whether it's the colors, whether it's the theme, whether it's the style of artwork. Like I just want it to make my eyeballs feel happy, you know, like it's just the way I am. I'm an artist and designer by trade, and so I like things to be pretty. Okay, the next one I'm going to share with you was one that I received in the spring. This was the prototype of the Thistle Oracle by Three Trees Tarot. Stephanie very kindly sent this to me. The artwork is by Adam Ohlers, as with all the other decks. They're currently working on a beautiful looking tarot deck, another tarot deck, which looks more, oh my god, it just looks so cute. So this is the prototype. I was also given the official copy, which I was not expecting at all, to also then receive the official copy when it was released. I was like, what? Why have you sent me another one? She's like, well, you know, because you've got the prototype. And I'm like, yeah, I have the prototype. But with the official video, the official copy that you get if you buy it yourself, if you went and bought it, or if you bought it when it came out in September, I believe, it would be more saturated. So I think that was the main difference, was the saturation of the artwork. But yeah, this is Thistledown. Oh my goodness, this deck, again, it pairs very nicely with a certain kind of tarot. I wouldn't say it's as versatile as for pairing as Anatomy of a Witch or one of the other decks that I'm going to be showing you shortly, but I used this a lot through October and November with Shadowland Tarot. Right, and so this is the thing, right? Those two are very different decks. The colours are quite different to a certain extent, and the artwork's different, but there's something about them. The artwork, maybe it's the line work, as in like the inking, or I don't know, but they played quite nicely together and they read quite nicely together. And I think the reason they read quite nicely together is they're both very supportive, nurturing decks, and I really needed that. And this is another good one to do that like spread machine thing with, because you've got just one word. The artwork just, it's like a fairy tale book. Oh, I can't. Look at the, I'm just waiting for them to ripen, the strawberries. Look, his little clasp hands, just like doop doop doop. Don't mind me, I'm just going to wait here. Oh, the artwork just gets me in the feels. There's so many. Here's me just like, rest. I got a lot of cards over I was using this, you know, when I made a video saying I was taking a break, because I was having some serious burnout, and I was dealing, well, I deal with a lot of health stuff, and I had so many medical appointments, and oh my god, I was so stressed. And so I was using this, I was taking a break, and I went on holiday to Scotland, and I was using this deck, and I was using it for daily draws. Even if I didn't use tarot for daily draws, I was using this because it was just like a simple, just one card of encouragement and support. And so many of the cards that I got were like rest. What was it? Like, let's see, I'll be able to see them in here. Rest, making space, pause, release. There's one about, where is it? Shelter, warmth, so retreat. I kept getting those over and again. Rest, retreat, safety, warmth, you know, shelter. The shelter one came up a lot. That one's the one with this, I think with the snake on the hiding underneath something. But yeah, and it felt very much like it was saying, and I was pulling this before I was like, I'm going to take a break, before I made this decision to take a break from like stuff and rest and work and what have you, and going away. And I was like, okay, I get it, I need to chill out. And then I came back from holiday and hit the ground running, and have been not in a fun way, like it's just been manic, genuinely manic, since I got back towards the end of October. I've just not you know, it's just been relentless on a number of fronts, and I've had so many medical appointments. I just, oh yeah, it's exhausting. I'm hoping, touch wood, that that's it for this year, but who knows? I've jinxed myself. I'll probably have some kind of hideous accident on Christmas Day. Because I'm clumsy is what I was getting at there. The next deck I'm going to show you is one that I've had for about just over 4 years. It was a gift for me from Jennifer Phoenix, and it's the Empty Cup Oracle by Stacey Burrington, who is the creator of the Samurai Beta Tarot, which is one of my favourite decks in the world ever, and it was in my top 5 of the year, I believe. Was it in the top 5? No, it was in the Christmas Tree Tarot tag that Lovely Candy did. I'm getting mixed up with my videos. Oh, Nomi, she was all covered by blanket, but I guess when the doorbell rang, she must have got out to explore what was going on, bless her. And this deck, by virtue that it is very spacious and sort of quite simple in its artwork. Come on. It works really nicely with so many decks because it's so neutral, right? It's sort of a black, off-white and sort of greyish tones. There's a lot of open space. Oh my god, it's because the camera won't focus because it can see my face. There we go. To cover my face, but it's hard for me to see what I'm showing if I cover the camera. Here's the aforementioned empty cup, or the eponymous empty cup. So yeah, I really like, so the Thistledown, there's a lot going on, right? It's very like the imagery, I mean, and there's a lot of details that you can sort of pull in from. This is very sort of straight up, straightforward, sparse. And so in that sense, rather, if I'm wanting something, well, firstly, I pill it a lot because it goes with a lot of decks, frankly, but also because there's a spaciousness, a capaciousness to it that allows for a really open sort of reading, I guess, an open reading, like some must say. So, you know, of all the decks that will be showing you, this is the only one that actually has a system. And it's funny because I'm like, oh, I really love Oracle decks that have a system, and yet the decks that I'm showing you, the rest of them don't have a system. But I think if I had more decks, Oracle decks that is, I would probably try and get more Oracle decks that had a bit of a system, like a bit of both. I'm starting to quite like I'm starting to see the appeal of Oracle decks that are a bit more open-ended, as it were. I can appreciate both, because sometimes you don't want to have to learn a whole system, right? And the final deck that I'm going to show you, I've had for a very long time. I've had it since the Kickstarter, because I backed the Kickstarter. Still one of the best Kickstarters I've ever been a part of. It was so much fun. And it is Evan Doherty's Arcane Bullshit. And this is a deck that goes with lots of other ones as well. I've used this for my profound versus profane readings, where I pull from a tarot deck for a profound message, and then a card from this oracle deck for a profane message, and I do my reading with those two cards playing off each other, which I'm quite proud of coming up with that one. But I also really love reading with it. I mean, it actually gives you some really fun intuitive hits. The guidebook is nonsense, which I also quite enjoy, and it's sometimes weirdly spot on, which is weird. Hence me saying weirdly. Oh my god. Half price Heart Wings. No thank you. We've got Chaos Mum. I mean, the cards in this, definitely not safe for work. The Coffin full of tacos, full of snakes. I mean, it really brings some levity and joy to a reading. It's very sort of dark humour, gallows humour to a certain extent. Oh my god, camera, focus, you silly poo head. So yeah. Old man pouring water on an eyeball. And there's some real classics in here. I wonder if I'll come across any of my like absolute faves. Like Sexy Satan is one of them. I've got the Sexy Satan patch. Am I going to be able to find? This is fun for tarot readers. Death. Little playing on the Marseille there, right? Where's the like this? The penis weasel is a firm favourite of mine. God, if my neighbour hears me saying that really loudly, the penis weasel is a firm favourite of mine, which I'm not going to be able to find now, obviously, because. But there's so many. I should show you another one. Oh, the You're Fucked card. A card of cards is a fun one. That's with mirror effect, infinity mirror effect, card of cards going on ad infinitum. So yeah, it's just the all-seeing slice. I mean, I'm sure at least some of us have been tripping and got some like takeout pizza at the end of the night and had some interesting moments. Maybe not just me, right? Oh, Saxophone Fetus was the one that came up for me a couple of times actually. This card came up the day that I had been joking and sending Tim Capello gifts in a Discord group that I'm in. So if anyone who doesn't know who Tim Capello is, he's the guy, the saxophone guy from in that scene in The Lost Boys. You know, I Still Believe, which is a fucking tune, let's be honest. But yeah, and Tim Capello is awesome, and he featured on Gunship, who is a favourite band of mine, their video, their track and their video for Dark All Day, which is a song about the Lost Boys and vampire hunters. So the video is amazing. It features like Buffy, and it features Blade and stuff like that. It's really great. And they've got Tim Capello back for the latest album that they've released a couple of months ago, so he's on a bunch of the tracks, and it makes me so happy because he's a great saxophone player. And yeah, I'm just all here for the. But anyway, what I was saying is that the Saxophone Fetus came up when there'd been lots of sort of joking about saxophone guy Tim Capello amongst some Discord friends. Wow. Anyway. 32 minutes. Wow, quicker than the tarot one. So yeah, those were my and oh, did I say that this one goes with loads of decks as well because it's neutral again because it's black and white? I think I did say that. Anyway, yeah, so those were my top 5 Oracle decks. Like I said, you also got my top 3 Lenormands on there. So that's me. I don't know what my next video will be, if it'll be before the end of the year or not. It depends really what I feel like doing. I'm not going to force myself to make videos for like, there's no point. I want to do this for fun, but also I'm just, you know, it's Christmas, Yuletide. Today is the 21st. I know people are saying happy Yule's, but actually here in the UK at least, I don't know about in the States, Yuletide, the solstice, the actual solstice is falling in the wee hours of tomorrow. So solstice falls on the 22nd this year. I'm counting solstice from sundown this evening until sundown tomorrow. So I'll be doing my solstice stuff this evening. Got my own thing going. I'm going to be also doing a little bit of a check-in with my solar return spread because I have about a month before my birthday and I'll be doing a new solar return spread. So I like to do just sort of a either a solstice or like end of year check-in with that reading before I then do a new one. I try to check in at least every quarter, but this one would be an extra check-in is what I'm saying to my quarterly ones, because solstice or New Year's Eve are like good times to just assess what's going on. Anyway, meow stuff and things. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this. Which deck did you like the most that I showed? And also, what were your favourite Oracle decks of the year and favourite like pairings? I'm currently, the last couple of weeks, have been working with the Chicoli Tarot with the Literary Witches Oracle, which I hadn't paired them before, and oh my god, these two decks, not only somehow the artwork works together, like the tones all work together even though the artwork is so different, they speak together. They are singing every time I pull a card. Like I'm pulling one tarot card, sorry, and then I'm pulling one writer and one of the like little like item cards. and the readings are like intense, and they are just singing. They are chef's kiss. So yeah, really enjoying that. So I might talk about that in another video at some point. Anyway, I'm waffling and I'm making this video way longer than it needs to be, as per usual. So thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you, and I hope that wherever you are watching this, that you are safe and well. Happy solstice if you celebrate, and yeah, ciao. Hello, Kelly Bear here. Oh, I'm looking very washed out. I mean, I actually do look washed out because I am washed out. I'm a pasty. Oh, I don't like the yellow. That. Oh, we'll just leave it. We'll just leave it as it is. I don't know why I didn't check that before. I do know it's because I'm a very unorganised person. So this is a. Oh, and I've not. Do you know what? I'm just going to start again because this is already a hot mess. Hello, Kelly Bear here. Welcome to my channel. As you will see from the title, this is a follow-up video to the one that I posted last week, which was my top 5 burp. Oh my god. Hello, Kelly Bear here. Welcome to my channel. As you will see from the title, that this is Arcane fucking bullshit.